Dynamic Learning presents RTI, A Teacher-Friendly Approach by Ryan Westrup. Today's video is going to specifically discuss all of the elements of Tier 1. Tier 1 occurs during the student's science class period by their science teacher. All students taking the STAR test will participate in Tier 1. Teachers will receive all of the files necessary to successfully implement this tier. Some of the files you'll see in this video, others you'll have to wait until my professional development comes to your school. It's important to note that although this is designed for 8th grade science, Tier 1 can be adapted to any core subject tested area at any grade level. I'd be happy to work with you and your teachers on doing so. Tier 1 is based on the hit television show Survivor. Students will be divided into tribes and compete for points in either a 10 or 15-day review. We're able to adapt that very easily based on what your year at a glance allows for STAR review. At the end of the review, the team with the most points will win a reward. It can be something very simple as recognition, candy, or something a little more elaborate like a pizza party or a field trip. I personally, in my classroom, chose to give my students a pizza party the day after the Science STAR test. STAR Survivor covers all 4 tested objectives in a 3-day cycle for each objective. So 4 objectives times 3 days each is 12. I also give you an additional day for rules, additional day to wrap up, and then a buffer day just in case you didn't quite make it as far as you thought you would in the timeline. Again, if a 10-day review better suits you, that is an easy accommodation. The first thing students will do is receive objectives, 1 review for each objective. The teachers will be provided a key as well for each of those objectives. It's important to note that the 6th and 7th grade supporting standards that are tested on the 8th grade Science STAR test will also be available. After 1 day of working with the reviews in their groups, students will play a game. My training comes with 4 different games, 1 for each STAR objective to keep students entertained. Each game has an interactive game board, questions that come from the review, rules for students and teachers to easily follow, and examples of how to keep score. After the game, students will participate in teams for immunity. When they enter class, a Survivor mail message will give them a clue and instructions on what to do during the immunity challenge. Students will then report to a designated area to participate in the challenge. This one is called Formula Frenzy. The instructions for Formula Frenzy state add and subtract, multiply and divide. The first with the answer keeps points on their side. Students are then instructed to answer each question on the sheet and then add up those numbers to create a magic number. For example, number 1 says the speed of a car traveling 60 kilometers in 0.5 hours. Upon calculation, that gives the students 120 kilometers per hour. That 120 will be added to the answers in 2 through 11 to give the team the magic number. The teacher will then check those numbers on their key, and the first team to successfully come up with the magic number and hand it to their host or teacher wins immunity. Immediately following immunity is tribal council. These slips will be cut into individual strips, 1 per team, and the teams will write down the name of an opposing team to vote points off of their team's total. This 3-day cycle will continue for all 4 objectives, and at the end you have an eventual champion. RTI a teacher-friendly approach is simple, effective, and fun. Please feel free to contact me using my email or phone number on the screen. I do accept text messages. And although this is tailored towards 8th grade science, we can also adapt it for any core tested subject area at any grade level. Thank you for viewing my video and good luck on a successful testing season.